All right, so today we are diving deep into a really interesting tool called Trend Hunter AI.
Yeah, and this one's a bit different. It's not just about what's popular now.
Exactly. The whole idea is to find um, those hidden market opportunities, the micro trends that almost no one sees coming.
The ones that are just starting to accelerate.
So our mission today is to really unpack this thing. What are the features that actually move the needle? What are the real drawbacks?
And what's the value of relying on this kind of algorithmic insight?
Right, because the feeling we got from users, it's pretty powerful. They describe it like, stumbling on a detailed map late at night when everyone else is just
Throwing darts in the dirt.
throwing darts in the
Yeah.
dark. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. What makes this platform stand out from, say, just looking at Google Trends?
Well, it's all about what they call velocity scores.
Velocity scores. So that's measuring momentum.
Exactly. It's measuring the acceleration of an idea. So while Google Trends might show you sheer volume, this shows you the rate of growth. That's the key.
And where is it getting these signals from?
It's scraping everything. We're talking Reddit chatter, TikTok, early spikes in Google search, Amazon bestsellers. It synthesizes all of it.
So it's spotting niches that have momentum, but maybe not scale yet.
Precisely. That's how you get past something broad, like health and wellness is trending, and get to something incredibly specific.
Like silent retreats for divorcees.
Or AI-generated coloring books for Gen Z. It's that level of granularity. It really does feel like having a Wall Street analyst whispering in your ear, but for niche markets.
And we've seen some of the success stories, people actually acting on these signals.
Oh, yeah. We found reports of users launching things like AI-generated emotional support journals or these very specific niche hobby logbooks for 2025 retirees.
And seeing results fast, right? I think one book got over 200 downloads in just 10 days.
And that speed, that quick validation from the market, that's the entire value proposition right there.
Okay, but this is where it gets really interesting, because that kind of power doesn't come for free.
Yeah.
It is definitely not a magic bullet.
Not at all. And that raises the big question, is the steep learning curve worth it?
Let's start with that curve. The UI is the first big friction point, isn't it?
It's the number one complaint. It's dense. One user compared it to being thrown into the cockpit of a fighter jet with labels in ancient Greek.
Wow. Okay, so not exactly plug and play.
No, it really forces you to relearn how to think about data. You have to move from just looking at lists to doing real strategic analysis.
And if you don't make that mental shift, you run into the second major risk.
Chasing ghosts.
Chasing ghosts, yeah. The tool sometimes oversells these flash-in-the-pan fads.
It does. We saw one user talk about building a whole product around this idea of a technomysticism planner because the velocity was off the charts.
And then what happened?
The trend completely vanished, just evaporated in a few weeks. All that time wasted.
So the big picture here is that this isn't a gentle hand-holding experience.
Not in the slightest. It's for people who, crave data like dopamine and are okay with a bit of chaos. Your job isn't just to find the trend anymore.
It's having the discipline to abandon it.
Exactly. To know when to cut your losses the second that velocity score starts to drop. That's the new skill.
So when we wrap this all up, what's the final verdict here?
Well, it's not a book factory. It's not going to generate content for you.
It's a lens. A lens to see the invisible undercurrents of what people are just starting to care about.
Right. You could almost call it synthetic intuition. It feels like a gut feeling, but there are hard numbers behind it.
So if you think of ChatGPT as your co-writer,
Then this platform is like your clairvoyant market analyst who never sleeps. It's just constantly pointing you toward the goal that's buried under all the noise.
that leaves us with a pretty interesting thought to chew on.
I think so. Just consider this. If an AI is guiding the why and the where of what you create next, how does that change everything? The speed, the risk, the sheer scope of your ambition? That's something to really think about.